You're trying to say we're going to talk about Demetrious Johnson absolutely dismantling Bagautinov. Look, I apologize. I can't say your name for shit. I heard it for 25. I heard it for 25 minutes straight, and I just watched you get pummeled. And Demetrious Johnson's the baddest motherfucker at 125. If he wants to go to 135, I think he'd be badass there. But I mean, this is one fighter, and you've listened to Kevin and I talk about we beat GSP to death for not changing weight classes.
Right.
I don't think Demetrious Johnson can physically change a weight class. I think he'd be so small at 135 that he'd have a tough time.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't take on the challenge and fight his heart out because he does, but I think he's just stay at 125, dominate, and retire.
Yeah, and it's true, man. I think at a certain point in time, where you look at these guys that are fighting in the 125 class, they're 5'3", 5'4". You know, they're so short in stature. I mean, their height. It's just like, okay, you jump up to the 135s, and now you got guys that are sucking weight and are 5'6", 5'7". You're giving up a lot of fucking height. You're giving up a lot of reach, and it becomes a lot more difficult, at least in these smaller classes.
Who's the little guy we just saw win and call him out 2 weeks ago at your house when I was
John Dotson. Huh? Oh, you mean Dotson?
Yeah, that I want to see again.
I would like to see John Dotson again, and one of the reasons him fight John Dotson is because Dotson went through Moraga. I mean, during that fight we saw, and Demetrious Johnson decisioned him. So I mean, it was a tougher fight for Johnson, but I mean, we saw the first fight. He just methodically dissected John Dotson. John Dotson's got mad skill. He's fucking aggressive. We all know how hyperactive the guy is.
That's the fight we need to see next. Even if it's I don't care. As many times, I mean, Demetrious Johnson's killing everyone. Put him in against Dotson again. Let's see it happen. I'm ready to see that fight again. That fight. Now, to me, you'd have a better chance of selling pay-per-views with that fight than Melba-Toast fighting anybody.
Yeah, and I mean it's true. It's true.
And it just is. I really don't think. I think people are so on the fence with Rory McDonald. You don't hate him, but I really don't see, unless you're from Canada, you can really cheer for the guy. So you're just kind of like, oh, cool, look, Rory McDonald's fighting again. You're not tuning in to see him lose, so he's not a bad guy. You're not tuning in to see him win because he's not really a great guy. He's just kind of like, He's like Melba-Toast. He's just kind of there.
He is kind of like Melba-Toast. That's actually, you know what? I like that Melba-Toast shit. I'm going to have to bite that shit.
Go for it.
I'm going to have to bite the Melba-Toast.
And for any of you who haven't had Melba-Toast, just think of a plain piece of toast. That's it. Just look at a plain piece of toast and tell me what you see. It's just plain bread. It's just nothing's on it.
Now, but let's get off this fucking car because we spent like 12 or 13 minutes on it and the shit's over and everybody's going to roll their eyes at us because they'll be like, Kevin and